Hey beauty, so in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can create your very own U-part bob wig. So let's get started. First you're going to need some scissors, a comb, a hot glue gun, the hot glue sticks, of course your hair, and then I chose to use a kid's dome cap for a little bit more of a snug fit. Of course, as you guys can see here, to save time, I already pre-cut and measured the hair. Now what I like to do when using my hot glue gun is work in sections. I place a little bit of the hot glue on the weft at a time. I choose to go this way because the hot glue does tend to dry a bit fast, so you kind of have to move quickly. Applying a little bit of the glue to the weft at a time, allowing it to dry, and then moving on to the next section. Doing it this way really lets me know that the hair is dry and that it's secure. That way I won't have any tracks slipping at the edges or any loose wefts or anything. So just moving section by section, I continue this method up to the temples of my hair until I get that U-shape pattern. I just continue to add the wefts to the cap until I get to the temples, just to create that U-shape pattern. So once you've completed that U-shape pattern, it should look something like this. So here's where we will start to create our bang. What you want to do is once again pre-cut and measure the hair. Once I have the length of the weft that I need in order to do the side part, what I do is I start placing the tracks going horizontally. That way the bangs will fall in my face. So from that U-shape, you want to place the tracks directly across, leaving a little bit of space in between that track coming upward and then the horizontal track that you're placing. I really hope that this makes sense. If it doesn't, just watch the tutorial and trust me, you will get it. I'm leaving that little bit of space because that's going to be our leave out. I want to try to leave out as little hair as possible so that I don't damage my hair at all. I stopped about halfway from placing my tracks going horizontally. I didn't want to go too far up because I didn't want a big bulky bang. Once I've got the amount of bang piece that I want, what I do is I cut smaller tracks and I go back again, going vertically, as you guys can see. Here what I'm doing is I'm actually closing the U-part wig, and then we're going to actually cut that extra material, and then that's when you can sew it onto your braid and then flat iron your leave out. So this is basically what the wig ended up looking like. From there, like I said, you just cut that mesh material and then you can sew the unit on from there. So now getting into the actual shaping portion of this video. What you want to do is section the hair off into 4 different sections. I have 2 ponytails in the back and then 2 on the side as well. What you want to do is cut downward. Once you are done cutting, this is pretty much what you should get as a basic guideline. From there, what I do is kind of clean up the cut by razoring it and using my shears to go in lightly. If you'd like a more crisp cut, a more sharper cut than what scissors can give you, what you can do is go in with some hair cutting clippers. The clippers will just give it a more sharper edge and it'll just make it look a whole lot more neater, than what you can get from just using basic scissors and razors. If you find yourself having trouble creating the bob and you find that you end up creating these harsh cuts, what you can do to make this a little bit easier is use a razor comb. By just gliding the razor comb down the hair, it creates soft layers in the hair instead of just using scissors. I use both razor combs, razors, and my shears as well to get this desired look. Once I was done cutting my bob, this is pretty much what I ended up with, just to give you guys an idea of what it should look like. From here, what you would do is go in with your flat iron, curl and flip or feather your hair how you desire. Okay guys, so this is the final look after everything is completed. Okay, let me first start off by saying that this hairstyle was not what I was really going for. I wanted a big, fluffy, voluptuous bob. And this hairstyle kind of turned out nothing like it. It looks really natural. It looks more like my natural hair, which is good for some people. But, I wanted something flowy where I could swing even though it's a bob. I really wanted something like that, but I ended up getting something more natural. One thing that I could have done in order to get that style that I wanted was to actually place more hair on the cap. As you guys saw, I did hot glue the hair onto a kid's dome cap. I decided to use a kid's dome cap because a lot of times what I find is that the regular dome caps are too big and I end up with that extra material in the middle, and a kid's dome cap will work better, trust me. This is a U-part wig, so I can't take it off as long as I don't sew it down. At the moment, I don't have it sewed down because I just wanted to put it on to kind of see what it looked like before I actually, you know, sewed it down to make sure that I really liked it and I was comfortable with it. I didn't go into great detail about how I cut the hair, but I will have a great tutorial for you guys in the description box, basically showing you how you can. I will turn around to show you guys basically what it looks like in the back. This is the left side. This is the right side and the back. I really wanted to go for like the stack bob look, which is basically where it's a little bit higher in the back and then it gradually goes down into like that asymmetrical bob look. But anyway, this is pretty much the completed look of my bob. As you guys can see, this side is a little bit short. This side is a little bit shorter than this side. That was basically what I ended up doing because I just wasn't feeling the whole bob. I feel like it wasn't thick enough. I may go in and do like some purple highlights or something like that and just add some more hair because I just don't feel like it's thick enough for me. It looks a little bit too much like my natural hair did, and it's okay if you're really into that natural look, but it wasn't really what I was going for. Still turned out cute though. But if you guys like this tutorial, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful to somebody. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.